Sand in my hair.
Next, Miss Erica Mendoza.
I wanna pull you closer, whisper in your ear. Waves come crashing in and change the air.
Good afternoon. You must be Miss Mendoza.
Yes, good afternoon.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Mr. Guerra, the HR manager. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
So, tell me a little bit of yourself, Miss Mendoza.
Well, I grew up here in Oriental Mindoro, Pampanga City, and finished my college day with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management from Mindoro State University. I also have experience in a restaurant operation when I was still studying in college, since I was a waitress in a restaurant for my part-time job. In addition to that, I worked to a fine dining restaurant in Manila for 2.5 years before I got promoted to that establishment as a manager. Other than that, I work well with others and I like to challenge myself to constantly improve my skills.
That's great. As you know, this job is for a higher managerial position for our restaurant. What would you say are some of your strengths or skills that might help you succeed in this job?
My biggest strength is my attention to detail that has helped me a lot in this line of work. Also, I work well under pressure.
Wonderful. And what would you say are some of your weaknesses?
One of my biggest weaknesses is asking for help when I need. I'd like to do better at that.
I appreciate your honesty, Miss Mendoza. What can you tell me about of your some goals over the next few years?
My primary goal is to gain more work experience, so a position like this would help me meet that goal.
I think those goals are very smart. Apart from my previous questions, since the job you are applying for a higher managerial position, I will ask you about making a budget for the supplies and equipment of a restaurant. Could you discuss it for me?
To budget for the supplies and equipment of a restaurant. Food establishment must set as procedure to ensure a quick and effective flow of service and keep an adequate supply and equipment. Budget with insufficient complaints for customers and a declining support are likely to a result of a lack of supplies, which also affects service quality. On the other hand, if the store keeps an excessive amount of inventory, the operational cost will go up and profit will be sacrificed. All expenditures must be made with a realistic budget, just enough to maintain optimal efficiency and top-notch operation in order to avoid these issues. In determining the total unknown requirements for supplies and materials, consider the following data. For stock, referring to the requirement threshold of a stock that to ensure an effective flow of customers through the service station service. Ending inventory, physical count of the items during the last inventory. Break age, losses for 1 year. Total number of items lost due to break age, losses, fill per age, etc. Lead time, allowance for consumption while awaiting the delivery of stocks. For stock is calculated based on the goods' maximal utilization plus washing on turnover allowance. The maximum usage changes according to how frequently and customer uses the service. The initial maximum usage of preset goods, including plates, knives, forks, and glasses, will be similar to 100 for formal dining settings where tables are already arranged. Make a minimum allowance for washing of 25% and other allowance for turnover of 25% in addition to the maximum consumption, in this case 100. Is the preferable to triple times 3 the maximum utilization to compute for a per stock if turnover is frequent up to the 3 times. To get the per stock, it should be computed like this. Per stock, minimum usage times 1.50. The additional 50% in the located allowance for washing a turnover. So in the given example, the per stock is computed as per stock equals 100 times 1.5 equals dinner plate, glasses, knives, forks. But for the other items, which are not preset and less frequently used, a cocktail, glasses, fish plates, serviette glasses, etc. Ending inventory circulation. Only since the restaurant has already received payment for this product does it appear in the budget calculation. At the end of the year, an inventory operation were taken. Break age. Lead time refers to the number of months before the arrival of important equipment. Assuming that fine waiting time for important tablets in 3 months and the total break age losses for 1 year is sold for 2 months will be. Usage. LTU equals 50 divided 12 times 2 months equals 4 times 2 months equals 24 goblets. After getting all the data for per stock, ending inventory, storeroom stock, and lead time requirements, proceed to the computation of the budget for the total requirements using the formula. Total requirements equals per stock ending inventory plus 1 year break shirt losses, lead time usage. Example. Given for water goblet. For stock, negative 150, 1 year losses, negative 50, ending inventory, negative 100, lead time, LTU equals 50 divided 12 times 2 times equals 8. Total requirements equals 150 minus 100 plus 50 plus 8 equals 108 pieces. Lead time usage. Some restaurant supplies and equipment are important and it takes 1 or 2. There are months of stock waiting. The restaurant can already make money for delivery even arrives experiencing a stock deficit as a result of anticipated losses and breaks. In this case, it will be wise to have an allowance to lead time usage, which is computed as LTU equals average quantity of losses breakage per month times lead time, where the average losses breakage equals 1 year breakage losses per month, 12 months.
Thank you. Those are all the questions I have you for today.
Alright, thank you. And when do you expect to be making your decision?
We'll give you a call within a week and let you know. Do you have any other questions?
Not all the moment, thank you.
Well, if you think of any more, you're always to call me.
Thank you so much.
It was great to meet you. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you. It was pleasure meeting you as well.